The purpose of this report is to look at the various ways hackers can attack databases and steal people's private information so that they are aware of this. We'll also provide recommendations on how this situation can be prevented. Due to the recent data breach of popular social networking site Facebook, which saw over 29 million of its users have their private data and information stolen, there has been major concerns for the safety of people's private information that is kept online. So one way to control the threat of phishing is that Facebook can educate their users and send notifications that they have to see, saying that they won't ask for their username or password within emails that they send to them that have links on them. So this could be done in a similar way to that, how you have to read the terms and conditions so that you have to see this notification. And also they could send out emails saying examples of different scam emails that can be sent to users and telling them how to avoid these. Another threat is called structured query language. So this is the language that programmers use to communicate within their various databases, and within these have the different usernames and passwords of people who use the website. And if this is hacked into, all that can be accessed by the hacker. So this can be controlled by hiring a professional to work on the security and not make it so easily accessible, use different communication strategies that aren't often used, like rare ones, and then maybe not even have the usernames and passwords saved within there and keep it somewhere else so that people can't have their information stolen again. One of these main cyber attacks is known as phishing, which is an attack aimed at high amounts of people in the hopes that someone will fall for their trap. This is usually sent bulk through emails. So these could be emails that are scams saying you've won $50, click on this link to receive it. Or it could be from someone you know and trust telling you to click on this link, but it's actually not from them. Where when you click on this link, you'll be infected with a virus and it'll record all your credentials. And the hackers will use this in the hopes to see your username and password and be able to access all your private information with this. Another threat is having an unsecure configuration security. So usually certain measures are used in production of computers to try and prevent attacks. So obviously a flaw was found within the view as setting within Facebook's timeline that allowed people to access other people's accounts. And so this was unsecure. So this can be controlled by Facebook modifying this view as setting or just getting rid of it completely so that nothing like this can happen again with that feature if they're not able to fix it. And also a testing division can be hired to make sure that there are no flaws within any other features within their website so that this can't happen again, where people can't get their information stolen.
So the fourth threat, which we'll talk about, is credential reuse. Credential reuse is basically the reusing of passwords and usernames on all your different online platforms. This is a very simple threat, but can be very dangerous, as if attackers can find your passwords or your usernames, they will be able to access multiple of your online platforms, and this can give away many personal details and even bank details. So the way that you can control this is by regularly changing your passwords and just changing up passwords between your platforms, which will keep the hacker guessing, and also using capital letters and numbers in your passwords. This will ensure that it's harder for them to guess your passwords. Another threat which we spoke about is the man in the middle. So hackers in the man in the middle, they come between the computer and the server and they act as a man in the middle. So they mirror screen your computer, and they can access all the details and look at all your passwords. Whilst you're, say, online shopping, they can access all your bank details as you put them in, etc. A way you could control this is by just using safe, trustworthy, reliable servers, and then also being aware of third parties. So being aware by installing software in order to prevent this. Just being on the front foot in counteracting these. And finally, the final threat we looked at is buffer overflow. So buffer overflow is where hackers send data to your computer which will exceed the data capacity which your computer can take, and then the hacker can get in and personalize instructions in order for you to get your computer back and working. And with this information, with these instructions, they can gain all your personal information and stuff like that. And a way to control this is to hire a professional, because the professional you can become educated from this professional, and then you can educate others in your workforce about this control. So in conclusion, what we found from this project is there is never one single cybersecurity threat. There's always multiple threats which all can have drastic effects on people who are affected by them. And this, in the future, we'll see these getting worse and worse and more. So in order to prevent this, awareness is key for more people who involved in cybersecurity and online companies. This will ensure user safety for the future in order for us to browse safely on the internet. Thanks.